Guys, welcome back to some more AFK Arena. So today we're back over on our free-to-play account with the Hippo Shack, and we're going to go ahead and try to make a couple solid summons here. I'm really hoping that we can get some of this done. We've actually been saving for quite a bit, haven't made much progression. We're on 21-42. Already have a couple of heroes here. So essentially Damon Shamira was our carry. We got lucky last time with Belinda. Hoping to finish out Saurus. Saurus would be very cool. Still looking at building the twins. And we do have Taylene at Elite Plus, which is doing actually surprisingly well, even being at Elite. So the twins we're going to go ahead and hopefully do some Stargazing summons for and pick up some heroes on this account. So let's go ahead and we'll get right into our stones, guys. Let's pop open in these chests. So we have a couple extra diamonds here. And I am hoping that we get lucky with our stones. We'll pop open those rare stones. All right, and then our elites. We have 5 total elites. Let's see if we can do summoned with Hypogens. So we got Setran, Nemitsu, and we got Isolde. So very solid. 2 more fodder there, which is good. Still looking to finish out a lot of different heroes on this account. So we'll go ahead and we'll get those up to Ascended. Trying to finish out Rowan, need a little bit more food. We already have double copies of him. So if we can pick up some more food for him would be very cool. So far, running Rowan with Taylene has been working surprisingly well. Like I was saying a little bit earlier. All right, guys, let's get right into the summons. Most of the time, we save these for viewer summons because we have a lot of really good luck with it. But ultimately, I'm hoping we can do very well and pick up some elites. And we get one right off the bat, guys, which is a copy of Peggy. Very nice. Haven't really found a place for her to fit yet. But ultimately, guys, she is still in the heroic ship. So if you're getting her right now, you can still use her. I don't have it unlocked yet at this point, but we're getting there. In a second elite, which is Scrag. Super powerful tank. Scrag, very strong until you pick up Arthur. Then look at that, guys. Another elite, another Nemitsu. That is 3 out of 4 there for our summons. That was super lucky there with companion points. So there we go, guys. 6 more rares there. Pull number 2 gives us another elite, so just a single. It is Pharrell, master of crowd control and energy reduction. Such a very solid hero. All right, so a couple more there. We got 1 faction card. We can go ahead with go with Greyborn here. And there's another elite. It's going to be Damon. It is Damon. Called it again. Get really lucky doing that. Stargazer, we have 20 cards. Again, we're looking for twins. So general rule of thumb, guys, since we only have technically 1, 2, 3 elite or ascended heroes, since we only have 3 ascended heroes, we are going to use these diamonds for summons, not Stargazer. So the big problem that you find is if you don't have a lot of heroes unlocked. So right now we only have Belinda. We're not going to be able to push these faction towers because we don't have enough heroes to support the faction towers. If you start Stargazing too early, you are going to lose out on all of the cards that you can get out of the faction towers starting at floor 125. So ultimately, I would wait to have a little bit of progression, floor 125, 135, or roughly 12 to 15 ascended heroes. You should be able to make it through here relatively easy and relatively early. So we'll go ahead, we'll ascend up those heroes. There's another copy of Peggy. Quite a few more elites, which means we get a little bit more food there. All right, so we got 2 copies for the twins here. Copy number 1 brings us a couple more resources, which is okay because we are free to play. Right now it is pretty early. Pull number 2, just some more resources, guys. So we didn't get anything out of there, but we do have a lot of summons. So we're going to go ahead, we're going to knock out our summons here. Hopefully we can get some elites, and there's another single, getting them 1 at a time at this point, guys. And it is a copy of Iran. Very powerful Wilder indeed. Carried through a majority of the game with the 5 pull or with the Leica combo. Works very well. All right, so another elite right there. Brings us a copy of Iran again. So very nice back-to-back, which with a little bit more food, that might be enough to get him actually up to Ascended. So Javid and I have been running the Hippo Shack for quite a while now. Pretty active for the most part. I didn't know exactly how active the guild was going to be Got another elite there, which is Aziz, guys. He is the focus out of the Challenger store. Such a strong hero. Very, very cool to see. Boom, guys. So I believe that does give us another copy of him because we got an early copy of him as well. So that is anytime you can pull Celestials or Hypogen heroes. Very, very cool. And look at the rares, guys. 3, 6, 7, 8 rare cards in that pull. Gives us one more card, which you know what? We'll go for Light Bears in this one. Hoping to get a little bit more food for Rowan. There's another copy of Estrilda. All right, guys, so that will do it for our summons. Yep, and there is another copy. Takes him to Elite plus Aziz. A little bit more food. And that will actually take him, look at that, guys, already up to Legendary at this point. Very nice. All right, so we have 1, 2, 3. See, I don't think we have enough food. We are one shy of being able to get Rowan to Ascended, which would be awesome. In here, we're building Satrana. She is one that I wanted to. Entendre, we're building as well. So we just need more copies. Looks like we got one of Satrana. And on this count, guys, we're actually going to build. I'm going to save my food there. We're going to build Entendre first. So we're going to try to pick up another copy of Entendre. Building up food in there so we can actually build her out. She is super strong, guys. I've started building her on multiple accounts. Definitely want to build her out very quickly. So here we have quite a few copies of Tassie, but we only have 2 there. Then of course we have Saurus. We have 2 copies there. Still need 2 more copies of Saurus, but not enough food again to do anything with. Graveborns, we have a lot of copies of Pharrell. We have a couple copies there, which I do not use. Even with free to play, I don't use any of my fodder heroes essentially for, or the Ascended heroes for fodder. We do actually save them all. It might slow down a little bit right now, but ultimately I feel like in the end, it's heroes that I don't have to replace when it comes to later. So we're already up to 19,000 Poe coins. So we'll go ahead and in here, guys, we only have 1 piece on Damon. Wish list, we have 3 cards there. Looking for Ainz and Albedo, definitely a big priority, especially when you get them early. I'm actually going to drop out Satrana. We're going to put in Entendre. And I like doing a strong blend of heroes in here, essentially knowing who we're going to be using. We're going to be using Pharrell. We know that for sure. We know we're going to be using Damon. Grez for the Twisted Realm, always going to be using. I like Iran in here. Screg, very strong with 3 of 9 and 9 of 9. Same with Leica, does really well. So we're just going to go ahead and knock these summons out. Look at that, guys, a mythic piece right off the bat, which is a piece for Entendre. So we swapped her in there for a reason, and I definitely want to focus on building her out and maxing her out kind of as soon as we can. So there's a piece for Pharrell. Just got to get a couple more copies of him, a little bit more food, and we will be able to max him out as well. And even getting, at this point, getting a lot of legendary furniture works really well. There's a piece for Tassie, and still nothing for Ainz. So these cards we're actually going to go ahead and use, and I'm going to use them specifically for Ainz because we know it is going to be his faction type furniture. And you guys can always do this to max out the dimensionals, especially when you have them earlier. So we still got 3 cards there. Go ahead and smart select. So we add a couple more pieces to Ainz, increasing his damage substantially. So Ainz and Albedo, we did borrow out of the dimensional stores. We garrison them. Ultimately, right now, guys, we're pausing the exchange because we want to get the Prince of Persia. Once we get the Prince of Persia, we're going to start getting these again. So I'm a little concerned that we are going to lose the Ainz Albedo combo that has worked so very well up into this point because of waiting for the new hero. So ultimately, guys, we'll pick up a little bit more loot in here. We got a new customizable bundle. Make sure you pick this up, guys. Out of here, honestly, early game, you could go with scrolls. These you'll get in the shop over time, which again, we don't want to. Twisted Essence is going to be very rare, as well as the Essence itself. Again, very rare to pick up in here. So that'll give us a little more in the Elder Tree. And we are ready, guys. We have a couple other heroes. Boom, we finally just got enough to get Belinda up past level 220. So we'll take her to 240, starting to get all of these heroes maxed out, just waiting on Essence. It is the stopping point with all of the heroes. So there we go. So 240s kind of across the board, even though we can't run them together, it will work. All right, guys, so that will do it for our summons for today. We're going to get ready to do a massive push, guys, and we're going to push as far as we can into this campaign and into these chapters. Knock a couple of them out. I really think we're going to be able to knock a couple of them out with the teams that we have, especially with Ainz and Albedo. So essentially the cheese team that I've been running, Rowan in either running Saurus or I've been running Taylene. Again, even at Elite Plus, she has been doing very, very well because when she dies, she comes back and a lot of the heroes will go. As you can see, our level deficiency is super, super close here. We're even overpowered from where we need to. So we should push through a couple of chapters fairly quickly with this team, especially with the build out that we have. So guys, stay tuned. Again, that will do it for the summons. We'll get into the campaign shortly. So let me know in the comments what you guys think. And as always, thank you guys for watching.